If you look at the state of our democracy, we have a president who's now under investigation with colluding with a foreign nation. We have a Congress that's dysfunctional and unable to pass any bills at the same level of other Congress. We have a Senate who only seeking to impanel as many federal judges as possible, and no one is truly looking out for what's in the best interest of citizens as opposed to what's in the best interest of corporate interests. I think, unfortunately, we are now looking at an individual in the White House serving the role as president who's not only made racist comments, but he sought and implemented racist policies. You know, the word racist is nothing that we should be throwing out lightly or using every time we disagree with someone, but anytime you have someone serving the role as commander-in-chief of this country, characterizing other nations as shithole nations, seeking to undermine any policy of his predecessor, not because it's good policy, but because it was his predecessor's policies, who established his political chops, questioning the legitimacy of the prior presidents and whether or not he was born in this country. He's demonstrated both in words and in deeds and in policy implementations of racist tendencies. Therefore, I have no other conclusion but to say he is a racist. In NAACP, we have never met with President Trump, but we have not seen this White House engage with any African-American organization. For that part, I'm not aware of any true engagement with any Latino or other communities of colors outside of seeking basic photo opportunities. He will be welcome just as Ronald Reagan was welcome, and George Bush, and Bill Clinton, and President Obama. He's a sitting president. We respect the office, even though we don't always agree with the message that's currently coming from that office. The NAACP, we're nonpartisan. We invite all presidents to attend our convention. We've invited this president as a candidate Trump. We've invited this president as President Trump, and all invitations to address our delegates at our convention have all been denied. So I don't know if this White House have any real interest in expanding its reach outside of a small set of individuals who all look alike. Candidates who speak to pocketbook issues, to address the economic insecurity that we're seeing across the country, are individuals who could galvanize not only African American voters, but voters in general. The young lady in New York who beat Congressman Crowley is a good example of that. For African Americans, the concerns that drive them to the polls are the same for most Americans. Economic insecurity, quality education for their children, job opportunities, social mobility. What we've seen this past year and a half, considering this current political climate, is an increased engagement in every special election.